Over the last few months, there have been reports that the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and their 3 children, Prince George 8, Princess Charlotte 7 and Prince Louis 4, are about to say goodbye to their beloved home at Kensington Palace. This summer, the Duke and Duchess will move their family out of apartment 1A in London and into a new residence 30 miles away in the county of Berkshire, home of Windsor Castle, where the Queen resides, in order to be closer to Her Majesty, as well as the Duchess's parents. A source told ET Online, Prince William and the Duchess Catherine are expected to relocate this fall to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. The couple have been looking at schools in the Berkshire area near Bucklebury, where Catherine's parents are, and closer to the Queen's home base at Windsor Castle. The cottage is just a short walk from the Queen's home, giving the family easier access to the 96-year-old monarch. There was previously much speculation about the real reason behind William and Catherine's decision to leave Kensington Palace. But now, a source claims it was their 3 children who were the whole reason the couple decided to leave the palace in the first place. A close friend of the Cambridges made this revelation during their interview with the Daily Telegraph. The pal admitted to the publication, "The reality is they are quite confined in what they can do in London. The kids can't go into the park and kick a football with friends. Their plan is to be there for the next 10 to 15 years and then move to Anmer Hall, which is so special to them." It is believed that the move will be spurred by the couple's desire to give their children more freedom, and it will also allow William to prepare himself for the future role as king. A close aide added, "There is a sense of the future accelerating towards him, which is tinged with profound sadness, though he would never say it publicly, because of the implications that his grandmother would no longer be around, the added pressures on his father and his family being under even more scrutiny." The source close to the family also claim the Cambridges were keen to be closer to the Queen 96, who has suffered episodic mobility issues in recent months, and also secure a good school for their 3 children. Currently, Prince George and Princess Charlotte are enrolled at Thomas's Battersea, located just a short distance from the palace. But upon finishing their summer terms, the family will relocate and they are expected to continue their studies at a school nearer their new home, along with 4-year-old Prince Louis, who is due to start his education in September. The move also represents a fresh start for the senior royals and their 5-strong family as they continue to cement their place among the most influential members of the royal family. One source told The Sun, Catherine and William are very keen for a modest home to start their new lives in Windsor. Adelaide Cottage fits the bill because it is a 4-bedroom home and they do not need any more as they have no live-in staff. They have no other demands more than a pleasant family home close to schools and the Queen. They were adamant they didn't want anything too showy or anything that needed renovating or extra security so as not to be a burden on the taxpayer. One clear advantage of their new retreat is that it requires no costly refurbishments or added security arrangements. It is understood that the couple's move could be completed as early as this summer. The move comes after months of speculation that the senior royals were preparing to move from Kensington Palace, which has been their main residence since 2017. The couple moved there from their country home, Anmer Hall, in Norfolk, where they have previously spent much of their time. They will also retain their Norfolk retreat, which the Sunday Times reports they will continue to use regularly. As revealed by previous reports, the couple have been planning a move to Berkshire since last year and have enrolled Prince George in a new school there, where he is expected to be joined this September by his siblings Charlotte and Louis. Both William and Catherine are keen for the youngsters to have a country upbringing and want it to be closer to the Duchess's parents, Michael and Carol Middleton, who play a hands-on role in their upbringing. The couple have looked at several properties on the Windsor estate, including Frogmore House, which is now used for royal functions, but would need a great deal of work and money to be turned into a family home, and Fort Belvedere. But Adelaide Cottage, which has been used as a grace-and-favour home for royal staff and family friends in recent years, now appears to be the choice after the Cambridges' shortlist was whittled down to 1. Re-erected in 1831, the Cambridges' new Grade 2 listed retreat is just a short walk from St George's Chapel and Windsor Castle and sits proudly on the 655 100-acre royal estate in Berkshire. Nestled at the heart of the Crown Estate's private royal park, Adelaide Cottage was built as a retreat for William IV's wife, Queen Adelaide of Saxe-Meiningen. It was also known to be a favourite home of Queen Victoria, as she frequently enjoyed taking her breakfast there. However, the most famous former resident has to be the late Princess Margaret's ex-beau, Group Captain Peter Townsend, who had an affair with the Queen's sister. Adelaide Cottage still boasts original features, including a marble Greco-Egyptian fireplace and a principal bedroom with a covered ceiling featuring gilded dolphins and rope ornaments reused from the royal yacht Royal George. It also has 7 gated entrances and exits to Windsor Castle, so the family can come and go in relative privacy. For the most part, Adelaide Cottage had sunk back into its backdrop under the shadow of Windsor Castle's grey stone. However, the 4-bedroom home does have a colourful past to draw from. Back in the years following the Second World War, Adelaide Cottage was the grace-and-favour home of Group Captain Peter Townsend. He, of course, was the dashing RAF pilot and later equerry to King George VI, who would precipitate a scandal, becoming the divorced lover of Prince Margaret. Townsend and his family quit Adelaide Cottage in 1952 when he divorced Rosemary. The affair, however, would be doomed by the Royal Marriages Act, which stated no member of the royal family was permitted to marry a divorcee while the ex-partner was still living. Since then, the cottage has been home to a host of well-connected dignitaries and courtiers, including most recently Simon Rhodes, son of the Queen's cousin and best friend Margaret Rhodes, who died in 2016.